I'm going to be telling you about my most embarrassing Viva, that's oral exam. If this is something you're interested in, it's gist. You have to be interested now. Stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're very much welcome. It's your average Nigerian girl, Ada. Please stick around by subscribing. You know that red button down, just press it. It's free. Come on, come on, come on. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I'm very, very, very grateful. You're the real MVP. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, today I'm telling you about my most embarrassing Viva. Viva is like oral exams. They are part of exams in medical school. So this was my pharmacology Viva. Now I went to a little backstory so that I can get the context, okay? I went to medical school, University of Nigeria, Enugu campus, and pharmacology is sort of like your third MB. That's actually your second professional exam. So somehow it's called your third MB. I don't know why. Your first professional exam is called the second MB. And for pharmacology, for the exam, okay, your initial assessment bears 30 marks out of 100. Then the exam bears 70 marks out of the 100. Everything gives you 100. But now the exam is divided into, there's the written part, that's the MCQs, the multiple choice questions, and then there's the essay, of course, and then finally there's the Viva. All these things are part of the exam are scored over 100, and then your pharmacology Viva is supposed to have 30% of the exam marks. People, it was a big deal because the essays are close marked, so you can't score more than a certain, there's no 100 over 100 there. You can't score more than a certain mark, even if you did very well. Okay, then the MCQs are they're like MCQs. You really don't know what's gonna happen, and then this cumulative of something you've done for the past 9 months. So who knows whether it's the one you don't remember that they will ask you. So the Viva is a big deal for us in UNEC. So on the Viva day, my surname starts with N. So I was not part of the first people that were called. I had to wait outside for a while. You know all this whole exam thing now. During exam, people are studying outside. You have these, which one have you read, which one have you not read? People asking questions, things like that. So that's what we're doing. And then, luckily for me, the entire questions that they asked me for that Viva were part of everything I revised outside. So it was supposed to be smooth in my head. I got into the Viva, introduced myself, sat down. My examiners were one external examiner, because to make the exam standard, they bring people from outside your school to come and examine students in your school. So I had one external examiner and one of my school lecturers. So the external examiner was one asking me questions. He sat down, I sat down, he introduced himself, told me, do I know this person? I said, yes. That's my own lecturer. He said, what's his name? I answered. He said, fine, okay, let me ask you. Ask the first question, I answered. But as I was already getting comfortable, this is the thing I studied outside. He asked the second question, I answered. Hey, man, I was bad. Like, I was doing very well. He now told me that this is the last question he will ask me, and he will let me go. I was already feeling like I already have, like, if this is 30 marks, I already have, like, 20 of it. So let's take this home, He now asked me, what are the drugs used to treat trypanosomiasis? People, I knew the drugs. Trypanosomiasis has two major organisms that were being considered. And I just revised the drugs for the two outside. This part of the very complete is a very confusing part of pharmacology, and luckily for me, guys, I had just revised it outside, so I was ready to give it to him back to back. Here comes the embarrassing moment. Oh my god, I now started. Sir, for trypanosomia, trypanosomia, I could not pronounce the word. As in, I could not believe it. It's now, but it was not funny in the exam. This is what I was doing. This is like the final exam. This is not mock, or this is not like preparation. This is the final exam. I was doing trypanosomal, trypanosomal. I could not pronounce the word. So my lecturer now said, fine, because I was supposed to say T Gambian. Okay, trypanosoma. Hey. See, it's not that easy. It's Trypanosoma brucei rhodiens and Trypanosoma brucei gambiens I was trying to pronounce. So my lecturer now said just use T for it. So I was like, okay, for T cruising. The actual exam I said no, I should pronounce that word. That might say now he got angry. That might say I'm not done. Didn't I do microbiology? Because TEDMB is made up of pathology and pharmacology. Now, pathology is made up of microbiology and 3 other subjects. Okay, so they still teach us, of course, the trypanosomiasis is a disease caused by microorganisms I've already mentioned. So they already taught us that thing in microbiology. So I could not explain why I was having that problem. I cannot still explain it till today. I don't know. Yes, the name is a bit tongue twisting, but I mean, this was exams, and you had already impressed the examiner, and they were saying final question. Guys, he said I should pronounce it. I could not. By that time, tears were already forming in my eyes. Because then they had me to cry. So I was all like, fine. I kept on trying. I tried and tried. I tried. I could not pronounce it too. So I was like, fine, let me ask you something else. Already you could see in the face of the examiner that he was disappointed. He now asked me, is it not treatment of malaria or something? And at that point, I was already confused, like ordinary malaria. Guys, even, I don't know, even a child knows the treatment of malaria. He told me to name the 5 artemisinin combination that was licensed by the WHO. I was able to remember 3. Just said, fine, I should just go. I just came out of the corridor, took some time and cried, cleaned my eyes, carried my bag, I went home. I was like, oh Lord, into your hands I commit my spirits. Last I passed, thank God, thank God, I passed. But man, that experience was not funny. I was about to ace that Viva, and village people from their village community came for me, and I don't know what happened, but seriously, it was really embarrassed. I really could not tell people what happened. Like, I couldn't, how will you explain that you could not pronounce the word? Like, how? I couldn't tell people what happened. I was like, how was the Viva? Fine. And yeah, this is actually, I'm telling you widely now what happened. But yeah, I couldn't talk about it then. But thank God I passed. So we've come to the end of today's story time. If you enjoyed this, you definitely enjoyed these other videos here and here. Okay? If you've not subscribed, please now, subscribe now, please now. Okay, so yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. But share this video if you enjoyed it. Share it so that other people can watch it and this channel will grow. Okay, you guys are the best. My subscribers are the best. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.